Yo, what is good guys? Welcome back to another video, and in this video I want to talk about how I got stage ready, absolutely shredded without doing any cardio. Sounds very contrary, I know, but hear me out, okay? I'll be telling you exactly how I got absolutely shredded. And look, you don't need to do cardio. Most men think that they need to do cardio in order to get shredded. Truth is, you don't. So I'll be laying out the exact steps I took to get stage ready and absolutely shredded doing zero cardio. Let's dive right in. So first thing that you need to be doing, and this is very crucial, is you need to start tracking your calories. Tracking your calories, it is essential, and I cannot stress this enough because I started this way too late. Like, I would just fucking slap myself. I wish I could go back in time and just slap myself, because if I had done this so much earlier, my progress would have been so much better. It's actually crazy. So track your calories, and I really want you to think of it this way. Like, if I asked you to start saving money, would you agree that tracking your finances is the way to go about it? You would probably, right? Because you need to know what's going in and out of your bank account. Makes sense, right? So now the same thing applies to getting into the best shape of your life, getting shredded. If you don't know what exactly is going in and out of your body, how do you expect to get shredded? It doesn't make sense, right? So that is number one, really tracking your calories, okay? Knowing exactly what is going in and out of your body. And the problem is that most people don't track their calories because they think it takes so much time. I used to think the same way, right? I was like, no, like weighing every single meal or scanning the barcode, that takes too much time. I don't have time for that. So my question to you is, so you're saying you don't have time to get shredded way quicker? Because here's the thing, think about it this way, like it takes 21 days to build a habit. It takes 5 minutes out of your day to track your calories. Now, after 21 days, those 5 minutes, like they've already been automated. You don't even feel them, right? So after 21 days, it doesn't even feel like anything. It's just like normal. Having said that, you get to your goal so much quicker because you know exactly what is going in and out of your body, meaning you have control, meaning you're in power. Now, if you don't track your calories, you might get to your goal in, I don't know, double the time, triple the time, right? So those extra 5 minutes spent might get you to your goal in half the time. Just think about that, and it takes 5 minutes out of your day. Plus, after 21 days, you've built the habit. So, I mean, if you're not tracking your calories after what I just said, I don't know. You don't want it that bad. Moving on, point number 2, and that is consuming a lot of protein, a high protein diet. First of all, protein is essential to maintain the muscle you have as well as build muscle, right? Along with that, protein is just like carbs, has 4 calories per gram of protein, okay? So the difference is though that carbs don't fill you up just as much or are not quite as satiating as protein. So if you consume a high protein diet, you are consuming relatively low calories, but protein is so satiating, meaning you just really feel full after eating protein. So when cutting, this is crucial, right? Because you'll get cravings, etc. But if you feel full, you will be less likely to give in to certain cravings and just not feel any appetite, right? Which is essential when you're trying to cut. So that is key number 2, really just making sure you're consuming a high protein diet. Along with that, I like including fruits, vegetables. All these foods are relatively low in calories, but satiating and still delicious. So that's the second tip. Tip number 2 is a high protein diet. And the sources, I mean, like you can genuinely, like, I like consuming chicken breast. It's like very lean. Like you add your spices, you make it nice, you add some, yeah, like I said, some spices, and you just really spice it up. Yeah, so that's what you do. And you can add other things, like you can make a stir fry out of it. So there's a lot of ways to go about it to make it really delicious. What I like doing too is having a steak. Steak is like a lean fillet or something that is high in protein, lean. Love including that. So those are some of my go-to sources, right? And yeah, just a side note real quick. I've recently discovered something game-changing, and that is sweet potato fries. Sweet potato fries. Like, I don't know why I didn't think of this earlier, but like, think about it. Like, we all love fries, right? Who doesn't love fries? Now, sweet potato fries are like so delicious because they sweet on their own. So meaning you don't even need to add anything. What I like adding is some spices, right? But like sweet potato fries, hear me out. They are so low in calories. Like, it's crazy. Per 100 grams, 108 calories. Meaning you could have 1 kg of sweet potato fries and still be around 1080 calories. That is crazy if you think about it. 1 kg, insane. So yeah, and if you're cutting, like you could have like, okay, let's say you're cutting at around, I don't know, 2k calories, then that's almost 1,000 calories to spare just of like other stuff. And you'll never have a kg of sweet potato fries. Point is delicious. I sidetracked. Back to the main point. fine. And tip number three is lift heavy weights. I cannot stress this enough. Lift heavy weights, right? If you're not spending majority of your time or all your time in the gym lifting heavy weights or lifting weights at least, then you are doing something wrong. Because essentially, like, look, the more muscle you have, the easier it is to lose fat. And the reason for that is because muscle on its own, muscle tissue, burns more calories than fat tissue. So if you have more muscle, it is easier to burn fat. Along with that, like, who doesn't want more muscle? Like, why would you not want more muscle? You just look so much better. So instead of spending your time in the gym doing hours of cardio, that sucks. That is dreadful. Like, the only cardio I would ever recommend is a sport. Like playing basketball, playing football, I know, playing tennis, golf. I mean, you walk a lot. Then pickleball? I think that's the new sport that's out. Something like that. Something where you don't even think about doing the cardio, where you're just running after a ball or whatever, right? That's the only cardio I would recommend. Other than that, like, what are you doing? Genuinely. So spend your time in the gym focusing on gaining muscle. Really, really important. Again, and what I mean by lifting heavy is focusing on the compound movements like the shoulder presses, the chest presses, the pull-ups, right? Just like the heavy compound lifts, right? The squats, the Bulgarian split squats. Just mainly, like, you can include isolation exercises, of course, but like just really focusing on the compound exercises, doing 2 sets of those, making sure you're pushing yourself and lifting heavy. And yeah, just maximizing your time in the gym when it comes to lifting weights. And again, the more muscle you have, this is the biggest cheat code. The more muscle you have, the easier it is to lose fat. So back to the opening question, how did I get shredded and stage ready? Actually, by following these 3 steps, right? So if I track my calories, I know exactly what is going in and out of my body. Now, if I weigh myself every morning, I can sort of make adjustments accordingly, right? You don't have to weigh yourself every morning. You can do it every 3rd day or twice a week or something like that, right? But for me, it gives me an indication of where I'm headed. Okay, so I just like doing it every single day. And then according to that, I make certain adjustments, but I have control with tracking my calories. Then I consume a high protein diet, which helps keep me full. And along with that, it's crucial to maintaining the muscle mass I want to keep, and then also possibly building on new muscle. However, if I'm pretty low on my calories, at that point, I don't think I'll be building any muscle, but at least maintaining the muscle mass that I have built and worked so hard to achieve. And then the final thing is lifting heavy in the gym. This is not only crucial to, again, maintaining the muscle you have, but even possibly building on more muscle, right? So stop wasting your time in the gym doing cardio. If you do not like doing cardio, you do not have to do cardio. Like me personally, now with growing my business, etc., I just don't have the time to do that. I don't have the time to spend 2 hours on the treadmill. Like, I don't have the time. So if you don't want to do cardio, you hate doing cardio, you don't have the time, you don't have to. Control what is going into your body and you will get shredded, along with obviously lifting heavy and making sure your recovery is key. And just real quick, like, this was a really, really key point for me, because I used to, just like many of you watching, I used to spend hours in the gym doing cardio, extra cardio. Even my workouts were so long. And if you haven't watched the video on my new workout split, make sure to check it out. But yeah, I'll put it into the description or I'll add it to the end of the video. But pretty much, I used to just spend so much time in the gym. I cannot stress this enough. I would slap myself, like literally my younger self, like, bro, just really understand diet, focus on the diet. Of course, the gym's important, but when people say diet is 80% of the game, I actually feel like they're understating it, genuinely speaking. So dial in your diet, track your calories, make sure you're consuming enough protein, and lift heavy in the gym. And you will never ever in your life have to do a single bit of cardio again if you don't want to. I hope this was valuable. If you like this video, make sure to give me a thumbs up. Yeah, and let me know in the comments down below if you like this type of video, just me freestyling some value. Please let me know down below. It gives me feedback on, like, okay, this is good, this is not good, do this more, don't do this, right? So it gives me feedback. Other than that, as I said, make sure to like if you did like this video. Helps the algorithm and helps more people see it, right? So that's sort of the idea. Other than that, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.